Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I wanted to talk about guys who basically have a whole bunch of excuses as to why they are not successful in the game, right? See, there's no reason why you shouldn't be successful in the dating game, why you shouldn't be getting as many girls as you want, right? See, the problem is that a lot of you guys out there, you don't have as much experience really putting yourself out there and seeing what really goes on when you actually put in work. See, a lot of times guys are looking at the game from the sidelines, but they're not in the game. You understand? So you got to get in the game to see what's really going on, right? So I get a lot of dudes, they email me all the time and they give me all these excuses like, oh, you know, Mr. Locario, it's all about looks and it's all about money. You know, we've talked about this a million fucking times, right? And so they have these excuses, and the reason why they have the excuses is because they just don't want to put in work, or they want to rationalize, you know, the reason why they're not, you know, getting shit popping in the game, right? So, you know, you have a guy, he's sitting back on the sidelines and he's looking around and he's looking for things to validate his belief. So he's like, oh, I see a good looking guy over there with a girl, you understand? But he ignores all the guys who aren't, you know, super good looking, who also have girls, you understand? Because he doesn't want to basically put in any work. He doesn't want to come to the realization that it's about your game, that any guy out there can actually make it happen, right? So the thing is that, you know, dudes, they hit me up, they email me, and they're like, yo, Mr. Locario, you don't understand, because, you know, girls, they probably think you look good, and that's why you're getting girls and all this other craziness, right? And I'm like, yo, I go through the same shit that the rest of y'all go through, right? I talk to girls, some girls are feeling me, some girls are not, you understand? I set up dates with some girls flake, some girls show up, right? It's the same shit. But the thing is that, you know, I put in the work, right? So there's nothing special about me, right? The thing is that I put in the goddamn work. So the thing is, you have so many guys out there who have these excuses as to why they're not, you know, making shit happen, right? So the thing is, what I also find funny is that you got these guys out here, you know, I see a lot of these dudes' videos and they saying all this other crazy shit, and, you know, I'm like, yo, how do you for you know, like, really know what you're talking about when you're not even in the game? You understand? And so what I mean by this is, how does this guy who's talking about it's all about looks, it's all about money, how do you know it's all about looks and it's all about money, right, when you haven't actually been out there and tried to make anything happen? You understand? You're not actually in the situation. You don't have, you know, any type of success with women, or you don't have that much success with women, but you're saying definitely this is how the game is. You're saying, well, it's definitely about looks, it's definitely about money. How do you know when you haven't had that success? You understand? You might say, oh, well, I know because I'm not that good looking and I'm not getting any girls, right? But the thing is that you haven't really done anything. So the thing is this, it's like a dude who's super poor talking about the only way to get rich is blah, 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 right? But you're poor. So how do you know the only way to get rich? You might say, a poor guy might say, oh, the only way to get rich is you have to scam people and you have to take advantage of people, right? But he's poor, so how is he telling you the only way to get rich, right? Then you have a guy who's actually rich saying, hey, to get rich, you got to do A, B, and C, right? Then the poor guy's like, but no, that's bullshit, it's bullshit. You got to scam people and you got to do this and this and that. How is the poor guy telling the rich guy he's wrong about how to make money and get rich? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. So how are the guys that's on that, oh, it's all about looks and it's all about this and it's all about that, you understand? How are you saying this, right, when you're not even in the game like that? How many guys have you seen who are super good looking, or you would consider good looking, you know, get on YouTube and get on there and say, hey guys, look, man, I'm a super good looking guy and it's all about looks? Where have you seen that? Where a guy who's this super good looking guy just saying, look, man, it's all about looks. I didn't have to say shit to any of these girls. Girls just come up to me and suck my dick. You know, I never get rejected. It's all about looks and I got mad paper. It's all about that paper. Where have you seen this? Well, what you're doing is that you're rationalizing your own belief on what you think it is by picking out certain things. And you can do this to anything. So you're saying it's all about looks. So all you're seeing, and you're scanning the fucking universe for a good looking guy with a chick, and you're like, see, that's what it is. But you're ignoring all the other guys who aren't so good looking, you know, whatever good looking is, right? And you forget that they actually have girls too. You're saying it's all about money, so you're scanning all the guys who you see that look like they have money, and you're like, oh, that's what it is. See, it's all about money. That guy who has money has the girl. But what about all the other guys who don't have a fucking dime to their name who are fucking chicks? You see what I'm saying? But again, excuses. Dudes want to have excuses. They love excuses. Because what excuses does, it makes it to where you don't have to take responsibility. You don't have to do anything because you have the excuse. You say, what's the point of doing shit when I have the excuse? Because the excuse is protecting you from doing shit. So now when you're upset and that you're failing, you can say, well, you know, it's not my fault. It's just because I don't look good, so I can't get girls. It's because I don't have money, so I can't get girls. So the excuse is protecting you. You understand? So if you want to be successful in this game, you have to get rid of those goddamn excuses. You have to stop with the bullshit. You understand? This is what I've been screaming for 10 years trying to tell you guys. You understand what I'm saying? But see, dudes who don't really have that much skin in the game think they know what it is. But all they're really doing is that they're trying to rationalize why they don't have success. You understand? Because what they're talking about, it's not facts. You understand? It's not reality. It's what they think based off of their limited experience and what they choose to see out there to rationalize what they believe with their limited experience. You see what I'm saying? Because everything that they're talking about as to why they can't get girls or why this doesn't work or why that doesn't work, right, is always debunked when you are actually in the game and when you see it and when you take action. You see what I'm saying? Any of these guys who are on that, oh, it's all about looks and it's all about this, it's all about that, if they actually took the time to put themselves out there, they can make the shit happen. They would actually make it happen. There's no excuse for you not to make it happen. There's no excuse for you to not be able to get girls, right? But see, this is what the part that's sad. What guys are really doing is they're comparing themselves to other people. So they're like, oh, well, look, this guy, he has this, he has that, so maybe he got that girl because he has this and he has that. Maybe he did. Who the fuck cares? What does that have to do with you, though? You understand what I'm saying? If somebody said, yo, I got $1 million in a suitcase for you, right? And I got $1 million in a suitcase for this other guy, right? All you got to do is come pick it up, right? Now, the other guy has a car, so he can get there in maybe an hour, 2 hours to come pick the shit up. Now, let's say you don't have a car. Let's say you don't even have bus fare. You don't have train fare, but you got to walk, right? Are you going to sit there and say, well, the other guy has a car, so, that's why he's able to get the money? No, you can get the money too, but you might have to walk. You understand what I'm saying? But does it matter? Will you still walk to get that $1 million? I'm sure you would. So when you're in the game and you're looking at all these other people and you're assuming the reason why they got this and got that is because of whatever, or the reason why they got this and got that is because of whatever, right? And then you have your situation. How about you look at your situation and say, what do I have to do to get from here to there? Just like if you want to get that $1 million in that suitcase, I might have to walk. It might take me 2.5 hours, even though it took this guy an hour. You understand? Stop comparing yourself to everybody else and do what the hell you need to do, and stop making excuses based off of your limited experience. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, guys. Listen, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.